Texas. Playoff matchup between the number 10 seed and the number 7 seed. It's the Stanford Cardinal against the TexasA&MAggies. So opening round playoff game about to kick off. Shepard Holly Rowe down on the sidelines.
The Cardinal head coach told me before the game, he said that his veteran running back is in prime condition right now to start this game. He's had a great year with over 1,000 yards rushing, and he wants to take the load on his shoulders today and be the guy that carries his team further. This is a really exciting moment right here. They're going to really script early in this series to get him the rock and make sure he can establish the running game. I'll keep you posted on how that's going for down on the field. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes the Texas A&M offense for the first time in this playoff game. Aggies hoping for a deep run. Expectations always high there. The commitment is so strong, Joel. And last season, losing a home playoff game to Miami did not sit well.
And certainly losing at home, that's going to leave a poor taste in your mouth. But this is a program that is committed at the top end, just as you mentioned. And this A&M program is a program that I've always felt could be a real superpower in college football. And here back for the second straight year, I think this is the beginning of a really good era for the Aggies.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Reed. Throws it to the right. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Stanford. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
You work all year to get into the playoff, and not only do you get into the playoff, but you've got a home game, and you're hosting, and this crowd is just waiting to explode and get behind this team, and they come out and throw a pick-6 to start. There is no worse way to start a playoff run than what we just saw.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff will be returned. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Owens. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. Back-to-back jump plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. The pass rush gets home.
This 4-3 style defense, you know, it's so common, but really the ones that can run it effectively, Chris, they're the teams that have the pass rushers on the edge, and these defensive ends that can not only set the edge, but also get after the quarterback. I think it's rare to find a player that can do that, but clearly they've got one.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Smart to get down right there and avoid the big hit. He's able to get what he can get, and he gets down. Now you just live to play another down.
Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And the Aggies will have to kick this away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line. So Stanford's offense out there for their first possession. Right away, the focus on this offensive line. Well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front drill that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance. Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Solid gain there. He's out across the 30.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver at the line of scrimmage, play some tight man, and force him to really work for that release.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Short throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Warren. Running back grabs it on the screen. They make the tackle. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. For Stanford in the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage, and this battle up front, they're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
To throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Now we get a timeout called by the Cardinal. It's their first. They'll have 2 more to work with here in the first half. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner being brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive, they gave up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the ball is handled. Shotgun. He shrinks the tackle. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Second down after that previous play. Big throw to the quarterback off the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Reed. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. The Aggies will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. Kicked it too far, it lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? His legs. It's Ford. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. But two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6.
It's caught. He's breaking free. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, this is the quarterback's best friend right here. This goes down as a throw and a catch. So it's just stat padding at this point. Beautiful job on the outside. You also have to credit that offensive line. They cut down the edge, and this little pop pass is able to get the edge and get down the field. It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
Stop for nothing again. Third down. Stanford comes forward quickly here. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. We're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Again, the run goes nowhere, and it's 3rd and long.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
They get more speed on the field. You bring in an extra defensive back and swap them out for a linebacker. Now you got 5 secondary players on the field. This nickel defense now can just pursue the ball. And look as the quarterback is trying to scramble and get on the outside. They've just got more bodies available to him, and they create the stop.
Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play.
I tell you what, you get into a 4th and short situation, and
they trap him for a sack. Now Stanford's going to take a timeout. That's their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Fights off a defender. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. Looking to throw. It's Warren. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. And out comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Miners going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the 2nd half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Time to start the 2nd half, but first, an update from Holly Rowe on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Cardinal head coach coming out of the locker room. He understands in the 1st round of the college football playoff game, ball security is the most important thing. They have the lead. They have performed well. And now with the ball to start the 3rd quarter, he continues to talk to them about ball security. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this playoff game. That's the message he is pounding home with his guys here in the 3rd. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Trying to find some room. It's 4. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. They continue to feed the running back, who's been a big part of building this lead. Joe, you wonder at halftime, is the defense going to do something to try to contain this guy, slow him down anyway?
Chris, I certainly thought they would adjust on that defensive side like you suggest, but if they don't, why not just feed him over and over and over again? If they're not going to stop it, don't go broke taking a profit.
Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Breaking into the clear. Jukes to get past a man. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. After the run, there was a man down, injured on the field. Senior defensive tackle. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
They are executing exactly what they wanted to, which was control the game on the ground, and they're doing that right down the middle. This offensive line is winning, and I got to tell you, that coaching staff's got to be thrilled with the way they're running it right now.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Touchdown, Stanford. They continue to roll up the score.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, he's got open space. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Back to pass. It's Warren. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a 1st down.
After the play, it looks like a man is shaken up. Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A quick chew. And they make the stop in what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So it's Stanford in the lead. Who played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense scoops it up. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, if you're going to have a guy pick up a fumble and take it the distance, this is the one you want. The defensive back. Look at the speed after he scoops this ball up. And it's a score for the defense. What a turnaround in this game. And certainly a defense that wants to create plays, wants to leave its impact, and they're doing it here.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Receivers are bunched together. They'll run it here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, fourth quarter, and able to run the football on first down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
He escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this is a really good job by this defense. They're going to flush the quarterback out to the right side. Watch as then they pursue. He's got nowhere to go with the ball down the field, and it allows that pursuit to get home. They contact him as he's trying to release the ball. It leads to the incompletion.
Not quite enough for the first down, but it'll be fourth down in just inches. Stanford looking to convert on fourth down here. Using the ground game here. Quarterback has the handoff. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. They trust the running back to convert on fourth down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
The shotgun handoff here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can he get there on the ground? They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game that he can lean on a guy like this would feel great.
And Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 3rd and short here on this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Chris, solid conversion here from the offense on 3rd and short. And they've already gone for it on 4th down on this series, so you know this was 2 downs to move the chains, but they're able to do it on 3rd down. They are moving with some efficiency right now, and this defense is going to have to bow up real soon.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here and a lopsided victory.
Well, we knew that they were going to try to get this wide receiver the ball in creative ways. Here in the run game, I really love this design, but the defense was also ready for it. If we know what's coming, certainly they do, and they were ready for that play.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. 12th play of this marathon drive in the playoff, and they face 3rd and short. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
This team continues to check off important goals. They were driven the entire offseason by missing out on the playoff last year, Joe. They make the bracket this time. Now they come away with a win, and you can just feel the confidence and momentum growing for this group.
Chris, you're exactly right. There is an uncommon urgency to this group and the way that they're going about their business. I got to tell you, it's very impressive, and I got to credit these leaders on this team and the way that they've prepared their teammates, the way that they've played on the field. I would not want to play this team